Okay. Hello everyone, my name is Daniel Ahmed.
Hi everyone, it's Bahauddin Said here. How are you?
Welcome to our episode on living in the United Arab Emirates. We previously did a video on living in Malaysia and how it might look as an expat if you were to make the big move, and we got a lot of views for that. So we thought let's carry on and let's start looking at other options. We are on this journey ourselves. I want to try and see what's beyond the cold waters of the UK, and as an expat that's been living outside of the UK for 6 years, I haven't looked back. I don't know about you, but
You've been here 6 years, and I've been
years.
here nearly 9 years now. So I thought I knew most of the places in the UAE, but the UAE is such a vast land with so many amazing things to see. It's just unbelievable. Even after 9 years, I haven't visited half the places in the UAE. So it's an amazing journey of exploration, and I think we should consider many options before we make that final decision, before you make that final decision of where it is you want to go. Right now, everything on the hype.
Yeah,
what's the hype right now?
The hype, Malaysia at the moment, because it's just a trending topic at the moment, and a lot of people in doing so, looking at Malaysia as a potential area to move to, overlook other possible areas other possible countries that have a lot to offer, and sadly are being overlooked. And it's so important not to do that, especially considering the fact that if you do that, you might even be missing out on something that you might have preferred. And
I think absolutely, I agree on that. And the thing is, we need to make sure that you can make an informed decision. You need to be able to make an informed decision for you and your family, your children's future. And I believe that by exploring options and hearing as much as you can about different people's experiences, you're going to get pretty much of a good picture of what it is you want. Yeah. For some people, Malaysia may, for example, be the perfect place. Yeah. For some people, Turkey may be the perfect place.
Which we will be going over in the next coming episodes,
absolutely.
guys. Yeah?
We will do one on Turkey as well.
And we'll do an analysis comparing both Malaysia and the United Arab Emirates in the next video. So we'll talk a bit more about that, and you'll have a chance for us to you'll have a chance to see the actual comparisons in detail. But for the most part, right now we've been living in the United Arab Emirates for. I've been living here for 6 years. I don't know about how long.
9 years now. 9 years, absolutely.
And we do believe that we're in a position to speak about how it is to live here. So that's what we're going to do today, and give you an idea of how it might look if you were to make the big move, what options you have, and what kind of pros and potential cons you might be facing if you were to make that big move. The United Arab Emirates was formed fairly recently in the 1970s, and it was known as the Trucial States before, and it gained its independence in the 1970s, and from there onwards it was known as the United Arab Emirates, which we know today. It consists of 7 emirates.
Absolutely. Let's see if you can remember the 7 emirates, Daniel. So I'm going to go first, right? Fujairah,
Ras Al Khaimah, Al Kuwain, Abu Dhabi,
Dubai,
of course, Sharjah,
Ajman,
of course. Ajman.
There you go.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
you have to keep reminding ourselves. Even though we've been here so long, but every single emirate, in its own right, has amazing places to see, and you need to find which one is most befitting for you, your circumstances, and your way of life. Yeah. And the beautiful thing about the UAE, with the fact that petrol is inexpensive, you can travel to any emirate, and with ease. And it has some amazing auto routes, motorways, transport infrastructure for you to get from A to B very swiftly and very quickly. And for example, who would dream of in the UK of traveling maybe 75 kilometers to go to a restaurant for dinner, right? You wouldn't dream of doing that really in the United Kingdom, right? And maybe every other weekend you might do it over here. People do that every other weekend.
Exactly the point. But like you said, Baha, the United Arab Emirates is designed for cars. So if you're planning on making that move, I would be mindful to think about, do you have a driver's license? And if not, I would get it before making that move, because the UAE in general is made for cars, and if you are driving, your life will be a lot more easier. Not to say you can do it without having a car, but your life will be a whole lot easier.
Can I also add, buying a car in the UAE is not as expensive as it is in the UK. Personally, I think it's you get a good deal.
Yeah.
You get good deals for
Souk
Ramadan
Ramadan
deals. You
deals
get Ramadan
directly
deals
from
for
the,
purchasing cars directly from the dealerships as well, and even the second owner market as well. You get some great deals for Ramadan, Eid, all the Muslim festivals. They do amazing offers.
Some areas to potentially look at. Souk al-Haraj is an area, but just be mindful of the car dealers there. I would recommend, if you were to make that move here, I got my car second hand off a person from Debizzle. Debizzle.com is your go-to website here, and that's where you go to buy and sell things, and even buying and selling houses, buying, selling cars too.
I can understand. Not just cars. Debizzle.com is the go-to place to go and buy second-hand furniture for your apartment. And when I mean second-hand, believe me, because there's always people and expats coming and going and leaving in an emergency, and many expats don't take their furniture home with them back to their countries of origin. They just sell it on Debizzle at a really inexpensive price because they want to make a quick sale. They've got to go back home for some emergency situation or leave, and you can get amazing furniture at good prices, next to new, literally, the furniture on Debizzle.
And a lot of people, it is a misconception that the UAE or Dubai is very expensive. Not necessarily, guys. Yeah, and this is what I say to a lot of parents. We have this misconception because that's what a lot of people might say when they come here for a week or two and do a holiday here. But when you live here and you know where to go, you just need to be mindful where you're going and where you're getting your stuff from. Furniture here is incredibly inexpensive. Whether you get it used or whether you go to Homebox, there's stores like Homebox, Home Center, Pan Emirates, and the prices are really good, especially compared to the UK. You're getting really good bang for your buck here for furniture. A lot of people ship their furniture back because they don't want to get rid of it. I love my furniture.
Absolutely. I have some amazing
had it for the last 5 years.
Absolutely, yeah. And you even have your IKEA here. So if you're an IKEA fan, you love your IKEA. Yeah. They have at least 2 major IKEA stores here. One in Dubai and one in Abu Dhabi, I believe. Yeah. So that's also there for you.
Yeah. So think about it like this, guys. It doesn't have to be expensive. Your car insurance, I would just say I've got a Hummer H3. Yeah. My car insurance was probably around £200 for the entire year. Yeah, and that's on the expensive side. So I was paying around £350 a month for a small BMW hatchback when I was driving that in the UK. Your car insurance doesn't have to be expensive. It's not like the UK in that regard.
Agreed. And I think I paid something like the last year. I've just been paying £200 for my car insurance. Fully comprehensive insurance, £200. I mean, you couldn't get that in the UK. Believe me. And not only that, it's you as the driver covered. So you can be driving another vehicle, you're covered.
So if your parents come or your family come, as long as they've got a driver's license, from my understanding, and just double check the rules and regulations. Of course, when you're watching the video, it might change. But from our understanding, they can drive the car under your name, right?
But they need to have an international driver's license, and it also depends on whether your insurance policy specifies. I think you need an international driver's license. An international driver's license. Absolutely. And also, you need to check with your insurance policy on your car over here. Yeah.
Should we touch upon shopping?
Yeah, I want to say about shopping. Now, let's say, for example, £1,000. £1,000. That's approximately just under 5,000 dirhams. So right now, the exchange rate is about 4,460 dirhams. Okay, that's about what £1,000 is going to give you. Now, it's up to you in the way you live, the way you run your household, your lifestyle, how far you can make that 4,460 dirhams or 1,000 pounds stretch. It's totally up to you, right? If you want to lead an extravagant lifestyle,
Which a lot
then
of people do, but that's the thing. A lot of British expats come and they live they get everything.
They
extravagant,
do,
and
they
then they
do.
complain that it's expensive.
no, they do. However, to be fair, you can make that £1,000 stretch as long as you want and have a decent life, decent food.
Yeah.
Okay, as long as it's not over extravagant, right? Okay, and you're not, paying for restaurant bills that are £200-300 a night. Okay, obviously, yeah. If you're going to have an extravagant lifestyle, then £1,000 is not going to take you very far, is it? But if you're, what's the word? Thrifty. Thrifty is the word. Yeah. If you're thrifty, right, then you're going to make that stretch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and you can. I have even seen, for example, I've seen local people, local Emiratis, sitting in the cafe downstairs below where my apartment is, and they're having a shawarma wrap and a couple of karak chais, and then some samosas, and they love the food, and they're spending literally about 10 dirhams. That's about £2.
So
And this is I'm saying local Emirati people are choosing to spend just that much because they like the food.
yeah, and still you can find good off the beaten track stores or restaurants or cafes that give you that kind of bang for buck. £5, £3, £2. You can sometimes find some good stuff, especially in Sharjah as well, isn't it? Them chicken shawarma wraps.
Yeah, I mean Sharjah is an amazing place to find good food.
But in terms of options, I wish I knew about Viva. I wish I had known about Jalil Supermarket and Russell Core. I did a video on this. If you go back to our YouTube channel, I did a video on shopping in Dubai. You'll be shocked at the prices that I paid, Berha.
Yeah.
We're talking 20 dirham for a whole carton of tomatoes. If you have a family, like the prices were near to Malaysia that I was looking at. So it just depends on where you're going. Russell Core Market. If you go to Russell Core, the fresh fruit and vegetables market, and there is also the stores there. Just go back to that video, guys, on our channel. Have a look at it. You have options. Yeah.
I think you touched on Viva.
Yeah.
Viva came onto the scene quite late, actually. I think it introduced into the UAE around maybe 4 years ago, if I'm correct. I could be wrong, but from my understanding, I only started seeing those shops advertising about 4 years ago.
Sure.
But I only started to shop in them about a couple of years ago, and I was amazed at some of the great value that Viva could give you. And I would liken it to like it's almost like your Aldi store in the UK, right? And you all know, guys, and girls, when you shop in Aldi in the UK, it's not everything you buy from there. There may be certain products you're going to buy from Aldi, which are really good quality products, and you like them and you get value for money. But you might buy your other stuff from Tesco's or from any other high-end store or Waitrose. But you'll be selective where you buy your goods. So same here from Viva. I buy my cream cheese. That's really amazing value. I buy my probiotic yogurts from here. My Activa yogurts here. I can buy them. My multi-grain bread. The multi-grain bread in Viva is just absolutely amazing. Seriously.
So they do have options.
Yeah.
It's just about understanding our options.
Absolutely. You choose.
Like recently, let's be honest, like rent, especially in Dubai at the moment, is going through the roof. A lot of people are saying that rent is getting so expensive.
Yes.
And this is a question a lot of parents have said to us, that rent is the biggest thing right now. Like, it's so expensive. We're near London prices, and it wasn't like this before. So do they have alternatives to Dubai?
I would say, look, rental prices in Dubai have seen a steady increase in the last 18 months.
Yeah, it has.
However, Sharjah still offers you very good properties for rent, and yes, there have been rental increases there as well, but not at the same rate as Dubai.
So
you can find some really good family areas. Like, for example, I live in Al Majaz 3, Al Majaz 2, Al Majaz 1. Amazing family areas, amazing areas for walking, fishing, for kids to play. You can do a great 1 hour, 1.5 hour walk circuit all the way round.
So they need to know
You
that
know,
Al Majaz,
Al
right?
Majaz, Al
Okay.
Majaz 3. You look up Al Majaz 3 in Sharjah, and you will see an amazing
Are there any points to
area,
that?
family area. It's, well, you'll see lots of skyscrapers, but nice skyscrapers around there, right?
you need to
But
go work.
it's built for family. The cons about it is depending how far into Sharjah you live. If you live right in the depths of Sharjah, you're going to be, have traffic issues because of the density of the population there. However, if you live on the border or between Sharjah and Dubai, you can make a very quick exit, like Al Nahda, Al Khan, for example. You're literally, like I'm 10 minutes away, 10 to 15 minutes away from Dubai airport, yet, and I'm in Sharjah, yet I'm about 35 to 40 minutes away from Sharjah airport. So Dubai airport's even closer for me actually, and it's great in terms of if you're traveling and you've got guests coming and family coming. And if you're in Sharjah, for example, you can just access the airport 10-15 minutes away. So areas to look at Al Nahda and Al Khan
Sharjah airport's amazing.
on the Sharjah side. Yeah.
Air
Okay?
Arabia tickets, local flights to Pakistan, or even local countries like, let's say, Egypt. You have also
Azerbaijan, you have Georgia, you
Uzbekistan,
have
outside your doorstep, Maldives, Kuala Lumpur. We could take a flight. Do you know when we went to Malaysia? We went from Sharjah airport. We took Air Arabia flight, and the flight was empty, guys. There was no one there. It was
there's
felt like we
nobody.
got private
And
jet.
Air Arabia is an amazing airline.
From
We had the
Sharjah, it's
whole
fine. It's
plane
really
to
nice.
ourselves almost.
It's a beautiful
literally.
flight there. Yeah.
Yes, and so you've got these low-cost airlines, but they might be low cost, but they're still quality airlines.
Yeah.
It's very different. I would say if you can't compare EasyJet
You
to Air
can't.
Arabia.
No.
Air Arabia is miles further. You know,
but you still
way,
get
way
good
better.
bang for buck in Air Arabia as
Yeah,
well.
and also Fly Dubai. I would
Yeah.
say Fly Dubai Air Arabia still provides you with the comfort in comparison to what if you did like comparison like with EasyJet, for example, it wins.
Exactly.
Wins
Yeah.
easy.
So we know that Sharjah is an option for those of you that want to try and work on a budget. Even Dubai.
But there's also, you could go further down up north if you like,
To
and
Ras
go
Al
to
Khaimah.
you can go to Ras Al Khaimah, but in between, after Sharjah, you're going to get Ajman, and many you find many expats from Asian countries choose to live in Ajman because it's a low cost option for them.
Super low cost.
Really low cost, low cost in your living, low cost in your rental. You with me, yeah? And they also have a beach and a corniche, and they have their 5-star residences. So even I personally believe that whichever emirate you choose to go in, if you want to live like a king, you can live like a king.
That's
You
what it
want to
is,
live a normal, life of
Yeah.
thriftfulness. You can, right? And you can choose the lifestyle that you want.
The UAE really does have that multifaceted perspective of living here. Like, it's really offers you all dynamics of living life. You can really live life lavishly.
I think so. Yeah,
like
agreed.
you're in Miami, right? But then you could really live life here, a very simple nomadic life as well.
Yeah, you can. And the thing
Really?
is, I just feel that many people think when you think UAE, people just hone in on Dubai, and then you start thinking it's so expensive. Dubai's so expensive.
And do you know what it
But-
is? They hear a lot, unfortunately, because I've had these conversations with a lot of parents, but I think a lot of parents have heard these stories from friends that have went there on holiday or friends that have went there for a year. It hasn't worked out. They've come back, and then they hear these stories and they have perhaps a bias. But it's important to experience it yourselves. Come here on holiday, not even holiday. Come here for a few months and see it. Experience it for yourself to come to your own conclusion about the place. By the way, guys, Dubai, living here, you still have options even in Dubai. The Hills too, Dubai South. These areas will give you a more affordable version of, let's say, your rent would not be as high. You would need to drive in a bit more. You won't be having as much traffic as Sharjah, but even in Dubai, the area matters, right? So if you move further out, areas like the Hills too, and Dubai South, you have the options there too. So
But I need to add, and this is like latest news that came out about a couple of weeks ago. Dubai South now, if you're thinking of purchasing a property 2 weeks ago, the price of property 2 weeks ago and the price of property now, there's been a significant increase. And you may ask, why? Why has there been a significant increase so suddenly in just a period of 2 weeks? Because they released news about a week ago saying that now the new international airport of the UAE is going to be Maktoum International Airport.
Which is Dubai South.
Okay, which is 10 minutes away from 10 to 15 minutes away from Dubai South. So you can now see all those people who had actually maybe took that risk and bought off-plan properties beforehand in Dubai South will see a significant increase in their values, correct?
Definitely,
yeah?
good for investment, guys. Dubai South is
from an
really,
investment perspective.
Really
I think it's still, if you're interested, it's still not too late.
Yeah,
from an investment perspective, for you to consider and look at options in Dubai South if you're thinking of buying any property off plan, right? Because the ones that have been completed already, most probably already will have made that slight increase in price. Yeah. However, this project is going to take a while to complete. Maybe I think in where are we? 2027, I think.
Yeah,
I believe 2027. They're looking at moving all of the Emirates flights from the current
You'll be landing
Dubai
there.
airport. You'll be landing there.
South. So think about what's going to happen to that area then, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's
so
be vibing. Yeah.
So again, the UAE, it is a young country. There's so many opportunities in terms of working, which we'll touch upon when you compare it to Malaysia. Here you do have opportunities for work.
And I think we should cover the work one in a separate video.
Yeah,
different options, different careers, and
we
will cover that. We'll cover that, and the different careers available to you, and types of salaries you can be looking at earning here. But I think the important thing to know is that you can find what you're looking for. Okay, you just got to know. First, identify what it is you're looking for, and look at which Emirate's going to give that to you. You with me? Yeah. So I believe that.
What if they want to come here for 3-4 months and they've got children? What can they do? Because their children's education, like they need to. How can they do that?
Yeah, that's a good question, Daniel. I believe that parents sometimes they want to leave for a couple of months, 3 months, so they can investigate and explore. But then, explore the destination of the future for themselves and their family. But what holds them back? What holds them back is the fact that they don't want to disrupt the education of their kids. So we have a solution for that, okay? We have a homeschooling program, okay, that is running, okay? And that homeschooling program, okay, will meet the needs and ensure that your child's education, okay, does not get disrupted.
Parents,
and you can be traveling anywhere in the world and still access homeschooling.
Parents, we're living in a time where things are accessible. These excuses sometimes that you might hear that we're stuck. In terms of education, you have the ability and choice and legal right to homeschool your child. So it's just a matter of deregistering your child from school, signing up or in having a full-time education program with them. That could be through us, that could be through you, yeah. And then once that's all sorted, you're free to teach and learn from wherever you want, whether that's here, whether that's Malaysia, whether that's wherever you want it to be from.
Yeah, so I think you're right, and I think it's like what you just said there. You can choose your homeschooling provider. You can choose to teach your children yourself. However, in order to do that, because you might feel, how can I do that? I don't have the experience to do that. I need guidance to do that. Well, I can put those fears away for you, allay those fears for you. I would suggest then you can, look at people who provide homeschooling, and they can offer you a consultancy service. They can offer you consultancy on how to homeschool your child. Various scenarios are available, various packages are available to suit your needs, so that you can continue to choose your, the education pathway for your child. Who better to teach their children than the parents themselves,
Assisted by perhaps qualified
assisted
professionals.
by qualified professionals. You said
Like
it.
us. Yeah. We have a community chat going on, and we're a growing community ourselves, and it's exciting. We have a lot of parents joining us, and all of us are actually working together to achieve this mission that us all are on, this collective mission of, or this collective journey of life abroad, and creating that perfect life that we perhaps dreamed of. And I think it's exciting. It's an exciting journey. So if you want to be part of this journey, and if you're interested in anything that we talked about today, feel free to join our community chat. Link will be in the comment section. Just look out for Mara Academy. And that's it from myself, Dana.
Absolutely. That's it from me, Bahauddin Saeed.
Okay, see you.
Next time. Bye.